Centre, Dido first. What difference do you think it should make?
I think Internet Matters will give parents across the country a place to go to find help and advice that will then enable them to start talking to their children about how to make the internet safer for them.
They didn't have that already?
74% of parents say they don't know where to go and they are intimidated by it. So although there's a huge amount of information online, what they don't have is a one place to go to find it, and that's what Internet Matters aims to do.
Jim, what do you think? It's got to be a good thing that the big four players have come together, hasn't it?
It has, and I've heard Dido give evidence to select committees, and I'm absolutely convinced of her passion to do the right thing in this. But we've been here before. The UK Council for Child Internet Safety, UCIS, on which many of these industry partners sit, created a one-stop shop hosted by CEOP, which is an authoritative body, the Child Exploitation Online Protection Centre, to deliver just such messages for parents. And the Think You Know website does that. And you could go on, the UK Safer Internet Centre. So I think it's laudable. I think it's a good site. I've looked at it. Some of the content on it worries me slightly, but it's a good site. And the idea of having a single hub, a one-stop shop, is not new. So they're actually, unfortunately, adding to the congestion and confusion that is out there for parents.
Jim,
it's an information hub, no more than that.
Jim, I'll put those points to Dido in a second. Just tell me briefly what worries you about the site.
Well, I mean, it signposts information, and it's great that they signpost the NSPCC, world leaders in child protection. They also signpost not-for-profits, as they're known in America, not charities, but not-for-profit businesses like the Family Online Safety Institute, which, in my experience and during my time, basically funded by industry. It lobbies to make the online environment safer. But if you click on that link, which I have today, the advice is from 2009. That's the advice that it's downloadable for parents, and it talks about texting. Now, if you're going to do this, it's got to be up to date, it's got to be credible, it's got to talk about Snapchat, Facebook, Yik Yak, the latest anonymous app that's going into schools that's related to bullying. It must be credible. And from what I've seen so far, this isn't.
So the right idea, good that you're getting together, but it's not credible, Jim Gamble says. It's not doing what it should.
Well, I disagree. This has never been done. The four internet service providers, we account for 90% of all online households in the UK. And what we can do is connect our customers with all that fantastic content that, as Jim says, has existed before and is exactly what Internet Matters is doing, enabling you to connect with CEOP, with the Safer Internet Centre, with all of this brilliant content, but one place to go, targeted through all of the advertising and marketing communications that the big four ISPs do every single day.
Do you feel it's a difficult path to walk when you're trying to advise people? You don't want to nanny them. I mean, we've had a few messages here. Devona Eastbury says prevention is better than cure. You need to monitor, warn and educate your child. So the onus is on parents and you at the same time, I suppose.
Actually, I'd completely agree. We think that parents want to learn about it so that they can then talk about it with their children. As the CEO of an ISP, I don't think I should tell parents what to do, but I do think I have a real moral responsibility to help my customers access the information to make the internet safer for their children.
Jim, one of the big players is listening to you. What would you do differently and what should she be doing?
Well, if what I've heard today is that £25 million being invested in this year on year, which I find hard to believe is new or real money, that money should go into education. It should go to work with schools to help create digital homeworks, which the schools share with the parent via the child, getting them involved in real activity. I spoke to 150 school kids on Internet Safety Day on the You and Yours show. And they were saying, look, lots of people highlight these risks and give us generic advice. There's too much of that. We need to understand the actual mechanics, and that's not there. And this has been done before. Visit the CEOP Safety Centre, and everything that you will find that you need is already in there. So we're just adding to the congestion and the confusion, and this money could be better spent than propping up what is a political initiative from Number 10 to say that they have actually nudged, as they put it, industry in this direction. That's not right.